I'm waiting for my collectivo to go to the city, and it almost didn't happen this morning. First thing first, I couldn't open the gate. I'm just crossing the street to go on the other side because the other side has some shades, but this is on the street, on the road. I should say more road than street, so I have to cross to the other side, to the right side, whenever there is something coming in. It's okay. I tried the keys. The lock wasn't opening. I was like, what happened? Did somebody change the lock? It's been a few days, or at least 24 hours. So I remember that this is something that should have been done a few days ago that hasn't been done. To apply some grease and some oil for the locker to properly open. So it was that, or somebody has changed the locker. So I had to went back to pick up a can, to go back at the gate, to spray, to try, and it opened. That was good. And then to go back, put back the can, get my stuff, go to the gate, and come here. So that was a lot of back and forth. I was seriously wondering and considering, so okay, is it a sign that it shouldn't happen and I should stay? But it's kind of I really have to make it happen. Oh, if there's another car coming in. And the other thing that I wanted to share, that it's really nothing like is stopping me, but it was interesting nonetheless, because it's been a while that I have seen a glitch in the Matrix. I was right before that. Oh, I think it was on my way to go to the shed to pick up the spray can for greasing the anything rusty, whatever. That I was on the trail between buildings, and from my right I see a beautiful kind of a medium-sized white butterfly. And I remember really well, I was walking, so I was like, oh, hello, beautiful, but it's coming in that way. And in my head I was like, I'm gonna turn around and look at him from behind. And when I turn around, there is no butterfly. I completely turned and I looked everywhere. There is no white butterfly. It disappeared. From one side to the next, it was gone. That's a glitch in the Matrix. The more you say it aloud that you have seen a glitch, the more glitches are gonna come for you to be seen. So come over, baby. I'm ready to see glitches in the Matrix, like something that you cannot mistaking for anything else. The sun is super white and bright. We are receiving a lot from the sun. It really feels like being inside the Truman Show show. Oh my God, it really feels like being inside the Truman Show. And bright lights from the cameras, from the studios, or on us. So yes, the heat is intense. That's a great morning, isn't it? On the bananas harvest of the other day. Hopefully that it will be soon yellowed and ready to be eaten, ready to be frozen. Funny enough, how I am ready to sit down, and now Miss Panther is ready to get out. Anyway, I just made myself, and I thought that I filmed it, but I didn't press the button. This is what I call a morning smoothie made out of mamey. I don't know if it's only Mexican, but anyway, it's fruits that we can find here, super creamy, with some bananas, half of a lemon, some oats rolled in links, And what else? Vanilla extract. And I think it's that's pretty much it. Just a little bit of water. And it's super silky smooth, and I'm so ready to jump it, absorb it. Yesterday, and I know that I'm not the only one, I experienced a massive headache, which would be more migraine, but intense energy that suddenly came rushing down. I felt a little bit sick, but sick from how can I even try to describe? It's like my all of my crown, all of my third eye is heavy pressure. And it lasted the whole night. I didn't have anything to drink in the loft to take some Advil, ibuprofen, to help release a bit of the tension. And now my ears are super buzzing. Obviously, I have to wait a little bit for the ibuprofen to start to be active, but my brain is not here yet, I'm hoping. So yesterday I couldn't think anymore. I couldn't do anything anymore. I was like, I went to bed at 9 p.m. And if you know me a little, it's so early. I didn't have a good night. First, because the pressure in my head. Second, because the dogs barked quite a few times. And maybe because I am this time completely solo female for the past 48 hours, really no one else is here. It's funny to say that when your mind is not fully there, that it is obviously tougher to make sense in the mundane things. So far this morning, I'm gonna take it very easy. I gave food to the dogs. Onyx told me that she would rather wait for them to be in the shed eating and for her to walk freely so she can come into the kitchen. So she was willing to wait a little bit. And when I was preparing the smoothie, she wanted to stay in the kitchen and stay with me. And just like I said, that I just sit down, open the camera, the mic, and to do a talk to you. And now she wants to get back in. And it's not going to be just to get back in. She will want to do a whole tour in the surrounding exploration. And it's not right to say that I'm not in the mood. It's my head is not here. Therefore, my body is not here. So I'm going to hold her. She's going to be pissed. But at the end of the day, we're still going to love each other. And chances are that I might go at some point back in the loft this morning and take a nap. Maybe it's going to happen multiple times during the day. I had a conversation this morning with the bluebird. Yeah, you heard me right. He came at one of my window next to the bed. Remember the one that I said that I saw the two beautiful, well, all the birds are beautiful, but the yellow ones, and they were staying with me. Suddenly the bluebird came in, right in a branch, and we started to have a conversation about my head, about the energy receiving, about the pressure that it's still gonna be happening today, and that if you feel like you need to sleep, go sleep today. Don't do shit. I'm saying shit. He didn't say that. But oh my God, it was so amazing. I asked, how to call him. He said blue dish. Blue dish. And it's funny because before I asked him, I thought about, I wonder what's its name or how to call it. And blue dish came into my head. what I have decided to do is to do some kind of comparison. I bought some nopales at the grocery store the other day, and obviously I'm going to prepare them right now the same way that I did from the one that I picked up from the garden here. And I'm going to try to see the difference. They are definitely thicker than the one, even the skin, I don't know if you can see. Even the skin outside is thicker, and me, I was super careful in the garden to only pick up the new ones, but kind of thinner ones. So maybe that wasn't the right way of doing it. And I really want to, well, I don't know if the word master is right, but I would like nopales to be sort of irregular things, especially knowing that I have it from the garden directly. Why not? I would be sad otherwise at not using it. This morning we had a beautiful sunshine, and it's starting to get cloudy, but kind of a grayish clouds. Yesterday at the end of the afternoon, I think, or mid-afternoon, we had a kind of a storm. It becomes suddenly almost black and dark, and we had a lot of rain. This is one of the things that they are doing right now. They are digging up the soil and laying down. I can only assume this is for refreshing themselves, even though it is not super crazy hot outside at the moment. But I would say that the only thing that is bothering is that when they do that and it's wet, so they are all covered in soil. And obviously, well, especially for Copy, he is coming and jumping and getting some marks everywhere. That's the fun of it. I would love, this is me speaking, I would love to go on the rooftop and do some readings. We'll see how it's going to happen if I have the call for doing something else. I have the call for the nopales right now. And to cook again some rice and prepare, I don't know if it's going to happen at the end of the day, cooking some black beans because they had to sit in the water for a few hours. Otherwise, it's going to be for tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to show you the evolution, the transformation of the bananas. Look at that one. It is getting yellowed. That's perfect. So not much of an evolution here. I just covered yesterday. And yes, you can see that it's getting a bit of coloring here and here as well. So it's really a game of patience, I would say. Yeah, a little bit here. And here in the cardboard box, there's not much really happening. So I don't think that card box is doing anything for accelerating the reapiness. just like a big reveal. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da. So you can see that we are finally getting some colored out of the bananas. Well, those one that might be plantain, we are apparently not there yet. But the other regular ones, I would say, yes, it is. Yes, it is. We tried with the other team member yesterday, one, and it was pretty good. So there is gonna be some cut off today, and to put some in freezer to make some dessert or just to eat frozen, which is so delicious. And obviously some nice cream. Not ice cream, but nice cream. That's how we are supposed to say. When it's made out of banana, it's a learning curve, but it is exciting. Okay, the weather is getting dark again, and Zeus and Thor are in the surrounding the forest. I will see if this time they're gonna come around or not. I chopped off a few, maybe 10 bananas that are ripped. I sliced them and put them in a container in the freezer. Banana ice cream. And just a handful in the fridge. Personally, I love anything that it's cold from the fridge. And we still have plenty ready now at room temperatures and still ready for everything else to come up. So at least everything is here on the table. So you can see for yourself that it is getting great. It's really the thicker, bigger one, plantain one maybe, that are taking more time. And I try to think about that. The day that I took the banana down was, I think, Thursday or Friday. And it's only yesterday by the end of the afternoon that the first one, maybe less than a handful, were starting to yellow. And this morning it was like, ta-da, we are ready. There are so many more. So, like, what, 3-4 days, maybe it took. I am so excited. I am so excited. And you know what? What I completely forgot to show you, I think it was yesterday. Yes, yesterday. I ate, well, it wasn't a bunch of nopales. Remember that I showed you that it was the store-bought because I wanted to make a comparison. And I cooked exactly the same way. And yeah, it was in a small canister, so it wasn't a lot till yesterday because it was, oh God, I ate everything until the last pieces. So, well, not now, but now
I can take you back to the garden and pick up again some nopales, making sure that they're going to be thicker. And I know, try to cook them again because I love them so much. Oh, this is so cool. I would say it was productive day. Like I was motivated. I was kind of focused, but there was kind of a remnant underneath of, oh, I would like to chill out. Or maybe this is something coming up. Like, get ready because I'm gonna come up for chilling out and not doing anything. I don't know. Just an update on the sleeping because I had some few nights not quite recharging. Last night was the night again with the other team members, so I don't know if it helped or not. I barely woke up, and maybe it was two times or 3 times, but it was most of the time because I needed to pee. And man, do I pee? But other than that, it was quiet. You know what? Because the dogs were not next to the loft, or maybe because there was no other stray dogs around entering the land, or nothing. Another stray animal that they detected and started to bark. So it was peaceful at least.
Aren't they loving getting under sheets?